Well, my friends, it is happening. It is time. I don't normally show you this part of my house, and maybe that's why I have lacked motivation to tackle certain projects, because they're tucked away, hidden parts of my home. But I finally decided that putting these projects off any longer is just preventing me from getting the most out of my space. I love a functional space so much. So things like closets that are just shoved full of stuff with no order, just not gonna cut it anymore. So this week, I'm gonna tackle, slowly but surely, things on my to-do list that will greatly improve my quality of life in my home. This closet is intended to be a coat closet, I assume. It's fairly deep, and if you're wondering, like, Katie, turn on the lights. There's no light. There's no light in that closet. So I have placed an order pickup for some rechargeable lights that will also be like motion sensor. So I'll have to figure out where I want to put those. That'll help, because I'm not really going to use this as a coat closet for myself or if people come over. In my front room, I hung up a coat hook thing. This is going to actually be a utility closet, a place for me to store my cleaning things, my cleaning tools, like make an official spot for my Swiffer and my hardwood floor mop. And my vacuum. I've been wondering where to put the vacuum. I'm going to put it in that closet. But this project will help, moira fur, also get this area cleaned off. It's hard to see because we've got mostly black on black. Whoops, sorry. But like this camera gear, if I get my other space organized upstairs too, that'll be gone. And then like these vacuum pieces will be in that closet. I think step one should be emptying out the closet. Winter boots probably can go upstairs because I'll probably only ever need them for travel, or at least very, very infrequently. Like my winter boots, most of these coats need to be stored upstairs. And then I'll look at what's in these bad boys. All right, so this bin has gloves, shoe covers, and masks, both disposable and the good old original COVID cloth ones. And then this one just has a few winter items, like very few. Oh, I like these. I should keep these handy because those are good for walking. This big piece of cardboard was on that like top shelf. That top shelf so I'm going to try to cut this down because it overhung quite a bit. So I'm going to try to cut it down, hopefully to a correct amount, because I didn't like those containers on the metal thing without something more sturdy. Also, because it has like a lip, the metal thing, and I just foresaw really ruining those baskets. So, because they look sturdy, but they're not that sturdy. All right, let's go see if I cut this to an okay size. Alrighty. Nope, still overhangs way too much. Take two. That will do. So this bin of shoe covers, gloves, and masks will go up here. The other bin, I think all of that winter stuff, I think might fit in my front room. So I might end up with an empty bin. We'll see. Now I'm going to put my ladder in the closet and some other things back in the closet. I don't have the lights, so it'll be hard to see. Let's go. Righty, So I'll want this somewhat regularly. So I was thinking of like some type of shelving thing back there. Could be hung up here. Could hang here. This could go here if those things weren't there. All right, it is time to tackle this room, what I refer to as my everything else room. First, the printer needs to go over to the office area of the room. So I'll move that, but also, am I saying also a lot? I don't know, we'll have to check that. But I have a paper shredder over here. It's under the year's worth. Whoa, over here. Yeah, right there. It's under the year's worth of paper that I need to shred. So I'm gonna move the printer and move, what is that? The cat tower into that printer area, I guess, because you guys, big news. I finally have my sofa delivery scheduled. It will have been 3.5 months in total from my sofa being picked up before. So for those who don't know, I had a sofa. It was a sleeper sofa. It kept breaking even though it wasn't being used. The company agreed to take it back for store credit. I decided I don't really need a sleeper sofa, so don't give yourself the hassle of that mechanism breaking. So for the price of the sleeper sofa, I was able to get 2 sofas. One that will go down in my living space, and then one that will go up here in my everything else room. So I need to clear a space here somewhere for that sofa to go, because the office is on that side of the room. Sofa, TV, and so the cat tower needs to go over in that corner. I got out my car camping gear, so I'm just gonna organize that up against the wall. Get that all in one spot up against the wall instead of like over here and over here on the floor. Because soon it needs to make its way to my car, so no point in putting it completely away. The nice thing about this is I'm going to do these things, and then while I shred the year's worth of paper, I'm gonna allow myself to watch some YouTube, you know? So it's kind of like a work and then a reward type thing. Yeah, is that a thing? It is a thing. All right, I'm gonna get to it. Getting an office chair that's not on wheels was a mistake. set up. I have YouTube queued up. So let's go. I am going to get some lunch, and then I'm hoping that I'll have motivation to tackle my next project, which actually will be really good that I opened up this space in order to tackle that project. I now am doing some type of mix of like mid-century modern-ish, but more so granny boho. And I had this granny boho in mind when trying to solution for storage in the bathroom, and I just knew what would be easy for me and something I could do was a over the toilet storage that was like freestanding. And after searching somewhat regularly, I kind of just gave up on the perfect over the storage bathroom thing and over the storage bathroom thing, no, over the toilet storage thing, and just went with one that was the right price and pretty okay style-wise, or okay-ish, or okay enough style-wise. So, let's get this bad boy put together and get some things put away in the bathroom. Oh, it'd be so nice to be able to wash my face in that bathroom sink without worrying about knocking things off the countertop. What are you doing, Miss Moira? Okay, I lost you there for a little bit because I got a phone call and I continued to work on it during the phone call. But here it is. I cannot do the final piece until I get it in place. So I'll do that in a little bit because the cats are bothering me for their evening food. So I'll go do that. But this will go over the toilet, one last slide here, and then there will be a shelf to put in here. So we have to wait and make until after I get the cats fed to see if I measured correctly, because this I think is going to be pretty close to the top of the toilet. Oh, it's going to fit. So really this should be like attached to the wall, especially because I think the floor in here is slanted and slanted against, like, out of my favor. Yeah. But once I put this in, it won't be able to fall forward. Like, this would have to break, and I don't think it's gonna. So no wall attachment, which is good for me because that's, you know, I struggle with that. I did it! And the last piece of the build is deciding where I want this shelf to be. It's not going into the grooves part. Does that make sense to anyone? This. So, whoops. It's not actually going, it's not sitting in there. It's sitting beyond it. So I feel like it will not have the structural integrity that it needs to have in order to hold things. So what the heck? Well, I think I got the shelf in there good enough. Time will tell. And now I guess the question is, what goes where? I'm excited to get my toilet paper off of the floor. Is this? No. I don't have any drawers, so my thought is like my everyday skincare would go down here. It seems like weird that it's right there, but also realistically, I mean, this is actually not a big deal to open that. What would go here? Oh, smelly good. I'm gonna think on this. It seems to be taking some brain power, and I'm kind of running out of that at this point. All right, I have it started. Toilet paper, some bath things here, and then up here I have makeup-ish skin backstock skincare, hair stuff, toilet stuff, eye stuff. So there's still a lot more that like should be put away, but I don't have any more brain power for it right now. I guess I'm gonna slide everything to the side. Sorry. I very soon have to like organize and clean things anyway. So I'm gonna set this aside for right now. I've got one more project to do in here. All right, I'm calling it good enough on that project because I have one more project for the bathroom, and that is to change out the shower head. With this whole granny boho chic, I decided to be fun, and I ordered pink. Oh, and there it is. It's like a bright light pink. It is not ballerina pink by any means. It'll be good. I think this will put a smile on my face. Oh my goodness, look at, they gave me a wrench. Hi, how are you? Well, I've at least got the shower working again. I need to read the instructions though on how to do the filter because it's not intuitively making sense to me. I feel like I need 2 hoses, but I only have 1. So look at me being handy today. All right, there's maybe more I could do, but that's it for now. I feel good about these home projects. Every little bit helps. I am going to call it for my home projects right now because I have other things I need to get to that I cannot put off any longer. Nutrition too. Is everyone okay? Are you okay? She was definitely chasing you, huh? Come on, Miss Moira, come here. I'll protect you from the little kitten that's one third your weight. Yeah. Oh, poor babies. Getting terrorized. I'm so sorry. Uh-oh. By the way, I had to take the kitten to the eye doctor, or to the vet today. Eye doctor. No, I go to the eye doctor. The baby goes to the vet. The poor girl has an eye infection, so we just like cannot catch a break. Hey. No, let her be.